Hey, this is WhyBeAre back with SNOWRunner, and today we are going to actually drive in the snow. But the first thing we must do is choose a truck. Now we have three options available to us. The first is the truck we were driving last video, which had really poor off-road performance, so I'm not going to bother with him. Then we have this dude, this big old Navistar, which looks like he could be pretty good, but he has highway tires on him. So you think, okay, let's go to customize and upgrade the tires, right? No, you can't. All of the tires are locked except for the highway one, so he's not going to be a good option for the snow. So next up, we have the Con 39 Marshall, and he has mud tires on by default. And once again, if you go to customize, there's really not much you can do. We could go and downgrade the engine. It goes from an S rating for the power to rate to a B-. Why would I ever want to do that? I don't know. That's pretty much the same for all the parts. There's nothing I can do here. If I really wanted to, I could change the winch, but it's more of an alternative type of winch. It's not really an upgrade, and I like the kind we have. We can change the visuals at least, but that costs money, and honestly, I like the way it looks right now. It looks very rugged and purpose-built. You start adding all these extra wheel arches and stuff, and it looks less rugged. I need that really rugged look. The paint job, however, we can mess around with. And then you notice all these ones, they don't have that cool design, but if we keep going down, there are some cool designs. This one has like poker cards on it, so I'm going to officially name him Little Poker. And now we can leave the garage and drive in Alaska. I think this is like the last thing we have to read, I promise. Welcome to Alaska. Now you know the basics of the game. It's up to you to scout, accept contracts, upgrade or buy new vehicles, and conquer the wilderness. Completing contracts in Alaska might be tougher because of the weather conditions. If you want to be more prepared, you are free to come back to Michigan and explore Alaska later. And to that I say no. This is SNOWRunner. I want to drive in the snow. Don't forget to scout uncharted areas, discover watchtowers, and run contracts through the map. Now what we're going to mostly be doing is just scouting the area because I don't think we can do any contracts with Little Poker. And isn't it nice we're finally in the snow? It really did not feel right having a game called SNOWRunner start you in the mud. Trying to think back, did MudRunner start us on paved roads? I don't think it did. I think it started us in the mud, didn't it? Either way though, we are in the snow. Everything is good, but I don't really know which direction to go. Looking over to our left, we do have a watchtower over there, so we probably want to just scout the area, find all the watchtowers, and then when the map is fully visible, we can use the bigger trucks and actually plan our route out and stuff. So we're just going to make our way over to that very first watchtower, which is pretty close. It shouldn't take us that long to get there. And so far, this thing's doing pretty well. It's got mud tires on it, so I wasn't really sure how well it would do. It is a little bit slippery in the icy roads, and we slide around a lot, but we can get moving. Like, we are going super fast, which is why we're able to slide all over the place like a complete maniac. And we do have a building over to our left. I'm assuming we could pick up cargo and stuff from there. Again, poor Little Poker cannot carry cargo. And we are really, really close to where we want to go. It should be like just to the right. So if I see any sort of path or anything, I'm just going to go ahead and take it. And I do see one coming up. So we're going to go over here and see if we can find the watchtower. And there is a sign. The sign says, no wide vehicles and do not follow sat nav. I am not wide, and I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction, so I'm not following my sat nav, so I'm following the sign to a T. And we gotta just kind of sneak through all of these trees because the road just vanished after like 2 seconds. Uh-oh, we are getting stuck in between some trees. Come on, just power through it. You're not actually hitting the trees, it's just the branches. And I see the watchtower icon, like in the area over there. There's the watchtower. We almost there. We just gotta go straight through this mud, and thank goodness this has a snorkel. At least, I'm pretty sure it has a snorkel. If it's able to do that, it has to have one, right? So come on through, and watchtower found. So do a little thing where we climb to the top and be like, wow, look at all the stuff around us. And then more importantly, we can look at the map and see. Okay, so we probably want to go to the next watchtower over there. And I'm just kind of looking around trying to figure out what would be the best way to get there. And honestly, this looks like it's kind of like blocked off by like water. So what I might do is I might try to come around from this direction, which means it would be faster to recover the vehicle and then drive from the garage. So let's go ahead and do it like that. So we go back to the garage, leave the garage, and this time we're going to go to the right instead of going to the left. And hopefully that'll get us to the next watchtower as fast as possible. Because my main goal right now is just to explore the area and get it where I could see everything on my map. We want to go to the right, and then eventually we're going to probably want to go to the left, but I think we're going to drive quite a bit in this direction. Here, let me do a little bit of mapping that out right quick. So we go like that, and something like this. Something like that. We'll adjust it as we actually get visibilities of the road. And it's telling me again that I can find tutorials and hints in the codex, which I have yet to open. It probably just wants me to open the codex one time, and I'm over here like, nah, I'm good. I just want to drive around, man. So here we are in the snow once again, and it's really doing quite a lovely job for being a vehicle that has mud tires on it. I thought the snow would be much more difficult, but I guess when you have big beefy tires, nothing can hold you back, not even a little bit of snow. Oh, well, that's blocked off, so I guess we gotta go this way. Does that look like we're going in the right direction if we do this? Oh, not really. We want to actually get through there. Are we short enough to like sneak under it? Or just, you know what? I am big beefy off-road vehicle. You cannot stop me. Get over that. Yeehaw! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is it invisiwalling me? I think it's invisiwalling me. Oh, come on, really? You gonna invisiwall me? Oh, you gonna invisiwall me to get stuck and then roll over. Excellent. Thank you for invisible walls. They are the greatest. And there's nothing I can do. If I side graded the winch, I could have pulled myself up, but I figure, oh, why would I flip over? Oh, because I got stuck on an invisible wall. That's why. I didn't see that coming. So I guess what I'll do is I'll recover the vehicle and I'll drive back over here and I'll be back once I do. Okay, we are back. So I have one more question about this invisible wall. Can I winch past the invisible wall? So like if I go here, you can see I'm obviously running into something because the wheels are just floating. But if we winch to, nope, not winching over there. Let's see, attach winch. And there's nothing on the other side of this we can attach to. Okay, so I guess that's just the game's way of saying, no, you can't go this way. How about fitting under the pipe? Can we go under it? Probably not there, but maybe in some other part. Oh, we are driving really slow. This is really deep snow. Okay. Well, that's not good. Oh, look how tall it gets over there, though. If we drive just a little bit, we can go under it, I bet. Okay. A little bit of a pain because we got to go so slow, but it'll work. We can even kind of pull ourselves with the winch a bit. Actually, let's see. Is low gear any faster here? Looks like it's about the same. We can also lock the differentials. Oh, that might help us a little bit. Low gear with lock differentials is moving pretty well. All right, can we fit under it now? Really close. Squeeze! Squeeze! Not quite yet. Okay, back it up. It seems like it's still getting taller, so it's just a matter of time until it's tall enough. Like right here, it looks like it's at more than enough height for me to sneak under it. There we go. Okay. What are you getting stuck on? I thought it was an invisible wall again for a second. We're good. All right, so now the question is, how do we get back to a road? If we go straight through there, there should be a road, assuming the truck can make it. He's actually been doing a really nice job. Slow and steady, right? That's what you do when you're in the snow without snow tires. Slow and steady. Whoa. I keep getting stuck on like the branches of the tree just a little bit every now and then. Gotta stay a little bit farther away from the trees than what I'm doing. But now we have mud. And this is built for the mud. I see a big fat puddle of mud surrounded by snow that could be easy. I'm taking the big fat puddle of mud every single time because look at how well this thing does going through the puddle of mud. All right, is the GPS still telling me the right direction? Let's find it out. Kind of. It looks like we can actually make it match up with a path a little bit. So we want to go something like that, and then we'll update it again once we get to the end. And honestly, I'm a little bit sad. I was really happy to be plowing through the mud with no problems. Now we're back to mud with some snow, which I'm actually more concerned about than the mud. I've seen this thing go through puddles easy. These tires are the exact thing you want for that. And now we're back into the snow. This stresses me out a little bit because we are just barely making progress at times. But again, so far, we have yet to actually come to a stop where we need to winch out. We can winch along to try to increase the speed a little bit, but we don't need to winch. Heck, we don't even need to use low gear. I could have low gear. Not really necessary. I think we'll go a little bit faster if we just keep it in automatic mode and then hope the transmission doesn't do anything dumb where it like shifts into 5th gear for no reason at all. For the most part, it seems to do pretty good. The only problem is when you lose a lot of momentum fast, it'll take a while for it to actually get to the right gear and you lose even more momentum, so you can come to complete stop at times and not really expect that to happen. Okay, it looks like we're going to want to go to the right, so again, I'll just make a little path follow and we'll follow it for as long as we possibly can. And there's a sign there that says the town is in this direction. What a terrible road to get to the town. I'm sure there's probably a better way to get to the town than what I'm doing, because I'm not actually going to the town, I'm going to the watchtower. You know what? This doesn't even look like a path. This is just snow. And snow is bad for me. We're going to use the winch a little bit to kind of help us go a tiny bit faster. As long as we're making progress, that's all that really matters. If we get stuck, that's when we worry. Again, Little Poker. Amazing job. If I didn't have the pre-order bonuses and the DLC for this game, I could not be driving in the snow right now, because I would only have that truck we had before, and there is no way it could make it through this. There is just absolutely no way. We'd be doing the winch every 3 seconds, and we might as well turn the engine off and just winch ourselves along. I guess I could have technically brought Little Blue, who was the Chevy CK 1500, but he ain't got nothing on Little Poker, who is just flying through some sections of this where I'm sure the Chevy would have struggled some. So you want to go to the left to get to the oil field, which is in the direction of the watchtower. In fact, there is the watchtower directly ahead of us. I could try to just cut right through. Probably a really bad plan. We're going to drive around, stay on the path, and don't get stuck doing dumb things. Because the second I think, oh yes, I'm unstoppable in Little Poker, I will get stuck, or I will flip over, or something equally dumb will happen. So watchtower acquired. And we get the little climbing up to the top. Wow, look at this. There's a town over there. It looks pretty neat. And we got a bunch of things being discovered over on the right side, you see. So now looking around, everything is nice and visible. There's a little spot over here, but I don't see a watchtower for there. And then here, this whole watchtower needs to be found. So we're going to make our way over there. It's a bit of a drive. Let me get my bearings again. So I'm over here. And the route I'd want to take would probably be something like this, I would guess. So we go along this road, just following it, following it, following it, and then we get to the dark area, and gonna go somewhere in there. Alright, that shouldn't take too long. We should be able to get all 3 of the watchtowers all found in one single video, no problem. It might have technically been faster if we went to the first watchtower we saw, then we went to the one we're heading to now, reset to the garage, and then found the one we just found. Are you following that? That's a little all over the place, but this might not be the ideal route, but it's a pretty decent speed, I would say. And the mission says there was a drowned Hummer. Silly Hummer, you think you're a Little Poker. And actually, Little Poker is just moving through that. It looked like it would be some serious water or something. It was just like a riverbed, so it was nice and firm, and we were just easily driving through that water. I wish it was always that fast. And there's another sign up here. This sign says water over road. What road? This is not a road. This is a muddy, disgusting path that Little Poker is being a champ at. Even with the water slowing him down, he does not completely lose momentum. He's always moving forward. And again, that's my key when I'm playing this game. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. As long as you're moving, you're making progress, you're gonna get to where you want to go. Even if it takes 28 minutes to get there, you will get there. Well, that's of course assuming you don't run out of fuel. And I'm looking at the fuel. We got 56 liters out of 72 liters. Yeah, we still have a ton of fuel. I don't have to worry about that at all. We could be driving for another 20 minutes and we'd probably still have some fuel left, because I probably average about 2 liters of fuel consumption per minute. And I'm just following the map here that I set. It says to go to the left here. I'm assuming I did it right, and I'm not going to worry about checking what's off to the right side. We just got to cross our fingers a little bit, and now it's telling me to go into what looks like a dead end. I probably shouldn't do this, but let's just see what that is, because there's something there. This is a task zone. You'll have to enter it to accept the task and get additional information. Okay. It's a contest. And it says, heard you've got some nerve, pal. Let's check it out. Reach every point marked on the map, and I'll admit defeat. Do you accept my challenge, or are you going to chicken out? Well, right now, I'm still exploring the map, so I don't think I should try to find spots on the map until I could actually see everywhere around me and plan a route out and stuff. So we're not going to bother with that. I am just going to stay focused on getting to these watchtowers. And then maybe I'll have enough experience to properly upgrade the really big truck that we got for free, and I can stick some nice fat snow tires on that thing and just annihilate every snow path with it. At least that's what I assume it would do. I don't know if it's actually that capable, but it looks pretty heavy duty and nice and beefy. Let me double check right here and make sure that is the correct route. Yep, looks like the other one is going to nothing, so we definitely want to go this way. And I gotta say, I know we're not really accomplishing much in terms of missions driving this guy, but it's a lot more fun driving a small nimble truck than a big fat one. Okay, that looks a little difficult. I wonder if we stay right on the edge, like right here. Is this? Yeah, this is the best spot to drive. We could go through the really difficult mud, or we could zoom right along the edge of it. I mean, I love this thing in the mud, but anytime I can go that fast, I will gladly take it, although it seems like the snow got a little bit thicker, so it is slowing me down a tiny bit, but still, we're probably going faster than what we would be doing through the mud. In fact, we gotta check, how fast do we go through the mud? Yeah, very slowly. So zooming along the edge is a great plan. There is a chance it could have got stuck there. That mud looked really serious. If I actually went through it, I might have needed to use the winch or maybe use low gear with the lock differentials. I'm not sure, but I'm glad I didn't have to find out. And we have another split in the road here. Assuming I set all of the GPS up correctly. I call them GPS, but I guess it's more of a waypoint. I'm always going to call it GPS. You can't stop me. But assuming I set them up correctly, this is the right way to go. Just every time there's a fork in the road, there's a little voice in the back of my head that says, what if you did it wrong? What if you're going the wrong way and you got to backtrack? And now that I'm seeing it kind of point off to the left side, I'm really worried about that. So let's just go ahead and take a peek at the map and see what's going on here. Okay, so I think what happened is that's the last waypoint I set, and I kind of just set it in the darkness so there was no road there. If we update it into the darkness, it should be fine. Although I do wonder, should I go up and around because that road looks a little bit thicker, or should I just drive through? I'm not sure. We're going to figure it out. Also, time for a fuel check. I have 49 out of 72 liters of fuel. So overall, I still have a lot of fuel, and I don't think I actually need to worry about that. But of course, if I see a place to get fuel, well, of course, I will go and get more fuel. This is what I'm talking about. Easy driving. All right, so here's where I wasn't sure which direction to go. Stopping is a little bit hard on ice. So it looks like we might be able to like drive through there and then get to that road up there, and that road will continue us over in the general direction of the outpost. Or maybe I could go through here. Oh, but this road looks so thick and easy to drive on. We're going to try going that direction. If it doesn't work out, we can always come back. And it's a lot nicer to come back down the easy road than the hard road. What is that? Go and check it out. New objective discovered. And it says, hi there, any chance of a ride? Need to get to a trailer park to handle some business. But they can't remember where it is. I have a general idea of the location, but nothing concrete. What do you say? Not right now. I should stop looking at all these tasks and stuff because I'm going to say no to all of them because I'm a man on a mission. I need to get my watchtower so I can actually see the dang map. Then it would be really easy to find the trailer park. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's literally the trailer park I drove through earlier. Okay, we got another split in the road up here. The detour is to the right, and the very difficult path is forward. So let's see. Oh, you know what? Looking at that very difficult path, that looks like it gets us right to the watchtower, doesn't it? So, you know what? Very difficult path it is. I don't even know if I need to actually set a GPS here because it looks like there's only one way we could possibly go. But we gotta do something like that, and we will get to the watchtower, and everything will be visible. First question, though. Can Little Poker climb something this steep and snowy? Of course. Nothing stop Little Poker. I was actually worried for a second. I don't know why I keep doubting him. We're having a season of rock slides. Another one stirred things up and needs dealing with right away. Can you roll up your sleeves and lend a hand in getting it cleared up? Oh no. Does that mean there's going to be another invisible wall coming up of rocks? Uh-oh. I guess not. This is weird. I could actually just... Can you... Oh! That's not good. Now that I think about it, that's the first time Little Poker has had any damage. We've been driving for almost 20 minutes straight, before I actually got some damage on Lil Poker. That's pretty impressive. So I guess these are the rocks they were talking about. Lil Poker don't care. Lil Poker's gonna go right over them. Uh-oh. Lil Poker is actually a little bit stuck for once. So we're gonna go differential lock and low gear. Still stuck, but my final special ability is the winch, which just maneuvers just a little bit to get us free, and we're good. Even a big fat pile of rocks with snow on it cannot stop Lil Poker. And here, that is the exact same task. I'm not gonna worry about that. We can put it back to automatic mode and continue along at, hopefully, the good speeds. As long as I don't crash. Now, see, I have one crash, and I'm worried about crashing. Just one time is enough to make me worried about it, even though I could literally chuck this thing off a cliff and it would still be able to drive somehow, I would bet, because it's still in such great condition. Alright, tight corner. I'm going to do the exact same thing I did last time, where I just kind of smash into the corner because it's too tight. Yeah, coming through here with any vehicle larger than Lil Poker would be a complete disaster. This guy is just barely nimble enough to go through here, it feels like. And I don't know of many vehicles that are smaller. Alright, do you want to go to the left or right? Because I can see the tower, and it looks like the left goes somewhere else. So we're going to go to the right, and it's downhill, which means we can go extra fast if we want to be reckless, which I'm actually trying to do, but the transmission just kind of bogged down as we smash into the snow pile there. Hey, look! There's a free vehicle here! Oh, what the heck? That's the exact same vehicle I already have. It just doesn't have the same paint job. Weird. Anyways, we launched the observation, and now we should be able to see pretty much all of the map, which is great. So I think that's going to do it for this video. Till next time, it's WhyBeAre. And remember, if you like or dislike this video, I'll know. I can tell by checking what hand Lil Poker has. So do the right thing, and I'll see you next time. Guys, I found an exploit to get tons of money really easily. I might use it before my next video, and then I could buy tons of trucks. And then I could just drive whatever I feel like. But I still won't have the upgrades available, so they'll have really junk tires on them.